It's the lack of communication on how we as retailers are going to implement this at grassroots level. That means that we're told what to do, we're not told how to do it. The impacts are likely to be repercussions from our customers, and the feedback there is going to be, why you are adhering me now? Why can I not buy the product? I bought it for all this time. And that's going to cause us difficulties in managing the kickback and the negativity that we'll face as a store. I'm sure that's going to be for retailers up and down the country, and for us, I think what we need is support and guidance on how to implement the bill effectively.
I think the main concern that we've got is the customers not knowing about it. There's not been enough coverage through mainstream TV, national newspapers. So it's sort of, as with the other issues we had with cigarettes and menthol ban and all that, it's going to be left to us as retailers to explain to the customers and well, I guess receive the backlash really. So yeah, that is my main concern.
The main concerns as a retailer we have is the generational ban or the change, where basically they cannot buy tobacco, etc. from the 1st of I think it's January 2009 on their birthday, and that will be very hard for us as a retailer to operate the system and making consumers understand that this is how legislation is, and also training our staff in the same way. It's difficult.
Lack of knowledge with everyone. This is the main concern about, and even the government don't know what they are doing. As soon as they will start, and even they don't have more plan from where they want to start and how it's going to get effect. That's it.
So this is one of the biggest concerns, because what it will mean is where we're selling things compliantly governed and taxed, that will all go to the underground trade. That will increase organised crime. There's an increase in crime rate on an already struggling police force. Where does enforcement come? Where do we get the support to alleviate retail crime? That's the bigger concern, the impacts of crime on our stores.
I think it's going to have a massive impact, along with all the price increases that comes along with it. But again, at the moment, I don't think the consumers actually know exactly what's going on. So I think it will come as a shock to a lot of them, especially the generational thing as well that's coming in.
We already have a problem with illicit tobacco within our area. There are probably about 10 stores, not in a short space of time, area that sell all this kind of illicit products. Trading standards do help. They stop it, but it restarts again. Having this issue with the Tobacco and Vapes bill, it will take our sales away as we will be doing our job, but other retailers won't be, and if it's not licensed properly and it's not governed properly, there will be an issue where there will be massive illicit problems that will create an even bigger issue than we have right now.
Honestly, in our area, nothing has stopped. Whether the prices have gone up, the menthol ban went, any changes, nothing has stopped people smoking. So there's always either a supplier finding ways of providing different products. I don't see any changes at all. I think people are going to smoke, they're going to smoke. Definitely a lot more. Because obviously legislation coming into effect, there are people, they're going to take advantage of it. So I think it will increase.
You would hope that it would be easier for them, but I think, again, harping back to that, there is not enough information out there for the consumer. It's all been aimed at the retailers, and it's, again, being left to us to pass on. So I think there just needs to be a lot more education about that.
A big issue for a retailer like myself, we've been in retail for 45 years as a family, and it's getting harder. The more red tape in this whole business. We would go with the flow. We follow whatever governance there is, but the people smoking less and less is taking away our livelihood from our business. And we understand it's a health implication. It hits the NHS. So we have to do our bit. But there's limited help to us as a retailer from government, from symbol groups, from retail groups. But we're trying our best to stay in there.
It's a bit of a tough one, really, because obviously everybody who's got the businesses are in the same boat and same position. So unless they're not adhering to the rules, it will impact, obviously, because I think the sales will drop. But as for people going to another business, they're going to hit the same walls and the same issues. So hopefully it won't be too much of a difference. I think if they put them under the same umbrella, that they're going to assume that they are as harmful as each other, whereas, as you say, the heated one is less harmful, so that's going to have a negative effect on that as a product. Absolutely not, no. I think they needed to do a lot more consultation, because at the end of the day, they'll get more information from us than they would to listening to experts who, all right, they're good in their field, but they're not at the grassroots of it, and they're not seeing the day-to-day impact. So no, they need to do a lot more consultation. Not really.
I think that they've not really thought about the whole thing. They're vague themselves. I think they really need to do some more listening groups, more days like today, where we can sit as a forum, can explain our thoughts. Maybe they need to work within a store and see what problems retailers face, the abuse they face, and the help we need in support of technology, or what they can give us towards technology to continue our businesses.